India, a land of vast diversity, deep history, and remarkable transformation. But to understand India's story, we must travel far back in time, not just centuries, but hundreds of millions of years, to when the Indian subcontinent didn't even exist in its current form. 200 million years ago, Earth looked very different. Most of today's continents were joined in a supercontinent known as Gondwana. This landmass included what is now South America, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, and India. About 120 million years ago, a massive shift began. Due to tectonic forces beneath Earth's crust, the Indian plate started to break away from Gondwana. This tectonic plate was smaller but unusually fast. It began drifting northward across the Tethys Sea at nearly 16 centimeters per year, almost twice as fast as any other continental plate known. This journey continued for tens of millions of years. Then, around 50 million years ago, the Indian plate collided with the Eurasian plate. The impact was powerful. So powerful that it crumpled the crust, pushing up a mountain range that would become the Himalayas, the tallest in the world. This process continues today. The Himalayas still rise a few millimeters each year. This geological transformation also shaped India's future. The uplifted mountains redirected wind patterns, giving rise to the monsoon system, and the new rivers, like the Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, carried fertile soil into the Indo-Gangetic plain. These conditions would later support great civilizations. Around 3300 BCE, one of the world's first urban civilizations flourished along the Indus River, the Indus Valley Civilization. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were highly advanced, featuring grid layouts, public baths, complex drainage systems, and trade links reaching Mesopotamia. But by 1900 BCE, the civilization began to decline, likely due to climate change, shifting rivers, and overuse of resources. Around this time, new groups began migrating into the subcontinent, most notably the Indo-Aryans. And these people brought new cultural and religious practices, including the early form of Sanskrit, and composed the Vedas, sacred texts that laid the foundation for Hinduism. This period is known as the Vedic Age, from 1500 to 500 BCE. Society became structured into varnas, or classes, which later evolved into the caste system. By the 6th century BCE, new kingdoms and republics known as Mahajanapadas arose. In 322 BCE, a powerful figure named Chandragupta Maurya founded the Maurya Empire, unifying much of India under one administration. His grandson, Ashoka the Great, expanded the empire across the subcontinent. After witnessing the horrors of war, Ashoka converted to Buddhism and promoted non-violence, building stupas and sending missionaries to spread the message across Asia. His legacy helped make Buddhism a major world religion. Several centuries later, the Gupta Empire, from 320 to 550 CE, marked a golden age in Indian history. Mathematics flourished. Indian scholars introduced the concept of zero, decimal numbers, and advancements in astronomy. Literature, sculpture, medicine, and education reached new heights. From the 8th century onwards, waves of invaders entered India through the northwest, including Turks, Afghans, and Persians. These invasions brought Islam into the subcontinent. By 1206, the Delhi Sultanate was established, a series of Muslim dynasties that ruled northern India. In 1526, Babur, a descendant of Timur and Genghis Khan, defeated the Delhi Sultanate and established the Mughal Empire. Under emperors like Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb, the Mughals expanded across much of India. The Mughal period was marked by architectural marvels like the Taj Mahal, flourishing trade, and a synthesis of Persian and Indian culture. However, internal conflicts and European interference gradually weakened the empire. While the Mughal Empire declined, European powers, especially the British East India Company, began expanding influence through trade, diplomacy, and military force. By the late 18th century, Britain had taken control of Bengal and other regions. After the revolt of 1857, also known as the First War of Independence, the British Crown took direct control, beginning the British Raj. British rule brought railways, English education and legal reforms, but also economic exploitation, famines and repression. Indian industries were dismantled and millions suffered under harsh policies. From the late 19th century, a growing nationalist movement emerged. Figures like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Rabindranath Tagore, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi mobilized the masses. Gandhi's philosophy of non-violent resistance became the heart of India's independence movement. After years of struggle, India finally gained independence on August 15, 1947. But freedom came with pain. The partition of India and Pakistan caused widespread violence and the displacement of over 15 million people. India became a republic in 1950, adopting a democratic constitution, written by a committee led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The new nation faced challenges, poverty, illiteracy, and rebuilding an economy shattered by colonial rule. But in the decades that followed, India grew, politically, culturally, and technologically. It remained a secular, democratic republic despite linguistic, religious, and regional diversity. India made great strides in agriculture with the Green Revolution, achieved nuclear capability in the 1970s, and became a software and space technology hub by the 21st century. Today, India is the world's fifth largest economy, a leader in IT, space science and film, and home to over 1.4 billion people. From the Himalayas to the Indian Ocean, it remains one of the most dynamic and diverse countries on Earth. India's story is not just a tale of rulers and wars, it's a deep narrative of the Earth's forces, ancient wisdom, resilience and rebirth. From a drifting tectonic plate to a modern nation, this is India's journey. This video is also available in Hindi. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe to explore more stories of our incredible planet.